if you go here, you can even change the color on the fly. If you want to mark like all your pictures or stuff you're not going to use or whatever, you can do it there. I'm going to just run real quick through these, what these mean. The eyeball means that if I click on the eye, that layer will become invisible. If I click the eye on, then you can see it again. And this is the same for the sound. Now these two video layers have no sound. This is a picture, so obviously it has no sound. That has a video with no sound. But down here, as you can see, we have an audio layer which has no video but has sound. So just be aware of that. This is the solo button. Lets you kind of, basically if you have a composition of many layers and you just want to work on one piece of video for a while, you just click this, and now the only thing that will become visible in your composition window is that. Now this is probably not the best example because I don't have many layers, but if you want to isolate one layer and just work on one layer, just use that. The lock button makes these uneditable. I cannot edit those until I take the lock off. Now what we're going to be getting into is the transform. If you twirl this little arrow down, I'm not going to use the transform for that, but I'm going to show you. Can you see the video layer has basic properties: anchor point, position, scale, rotation, opacity. I'm going to explain real quick what these are. Anchor point we can go through later. Position, if I move this number left or right, is what position is in relation to the composition. If I command or control Z is undo, so it's going to go back to the top and I can move it up and down. Scale, obviously how big it is, up down. As you zoom in, obviously you lose quality, and as you move down, it becomes smaller. Rotation, fairly simple, rotation of the video. And opacity, which is how translucent the actual file is. At 0 it will be completely invisible, and at 100 it will be completely opaque and you'll be able to see everything. Now one quick thing I'm going to explain is if you have a video and say a picture, which one is going to be visible? The way the timeline works is, imagine if you're looking down on the layers you have here. Say this is a side-on view, so say you have these stacked on top of each other. So I had a video and a picture, and I'm looking in the composition window, I would be looking down, so the top one is what would be visible. If I have this video and a picture underneath, they're both